Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, it's a stormy night here in the northern Canada prairies, and I thought it'd be perfect time to read some cards. There's really not a lot else you can do when it's that cold and windy and snowy outside. So I've got my Spirits with Spirits going, and we are going to ask what is going to happen on the 19th and 20th. If you watched, I said on December 23rd, almost a month ago, that the inauguration would be moved indoors because of the weather. Like, how would have I known that 3 weeks ago? I also said that it could be an excuse. And other people are also saying, like it's not that cold. We've had inaugurations that were around the same temperature. And I think one of Obama's was the same temperature. But I think perhaps it might be an excuse. It's a lot safer to have it inside. But anyways, whatever. The cards were right. So I thought, let's ask the cards what's actually going to happen. I'm going to do the 19th and 20th because the 19th, I believe he's having a rally, and then, of course, the 20th is the inauguration. And we'll see if there's anything. But before we get started, let's do the winter forest frequencies. I just thought these were cute because it's snowing, and these are nice little positive messages. So let's figure out what spirit animal who's out in the cold here tonight. It just breaks my heart in the morning when I see little footprints in the snow. I think, oh, some poor little creature is trying to survive in this weather, and such is nature. All right, let's see who's here. Self-discovery. Take time to reconnect with your authentic self. Look deeper and find the truth that is waiting to be discovered within yourself. Resist the temptation to rush this journey. You have all the time you need, and that's the snow leopard spirit. That's so true. In the winter, winter teaches us just to slow down. Look at ice, doesn't move, right? Snow just hangs there, doesn't move. Slow down. Everything slows down in the winter. Even when you're walking, it takes to trudge through the snow takes slower. So slow down. All right. I'm drinking Crown and Thieves. Mum's the word. It's a fuzzy rosé, and it's a play on Mum's champagne. They used to be called Dom and Dahmer, DOM, and they actually had like a Batman symbol thing here, and they got a copyright strike, so they changed it to Mum's. Cheeky bastard. So the predictions deck, the 19th and 20th. That's all we're asking about, the 19th and 20th. The 19th and 20th. And I, like a lot of other, I like to think we're more neutral readers. A lot of people, I get called socialist by MAGA, and by the Democrats, I get called a MAGA. In prison, detained. Maybe that's me in the UK. I'm going to get reported. I just want to say that I said that nothing would happen before the inauguration, that it would go ahead, but it would be indoors. And other ones were calling that this would happen, that would happen, and this would happen, and that would happen, and none of it has. And a lot of it's just clickbait. And I just want you to be smart on which ones you click on, because even if you don't agree with them, and they make money every time you click on them. So be aware of who's manipulating you with their biases, and be safe out there. Be safe and smart out there. All right. Then January 19th and 20th in Washington, D.C. What can we expect? January 19th and 20th in Washington, D.C. What can we expect around the inauguration? January 19th and 20th in Washington, D.C. What can we expect around the inauguration? January 19th and 20th. January 19th and 20th. January 19th and 20th, around the inauguration. What can we expect? What can we expect? What is the prediction? What is the projection? Cards are ready. Tornado winds. So yeah, there's speaking of the weather, and I think winds were the factor, the wind chill factor. We know a lot about that up here. It can be that wind can really give you frostbite within minutes. So I'm wondering if it's going to be quite windy. Fake news, as Trish says. Trump always says them in his fake news. Heavy burdens. Commercial airline. Ooh, wonder what that. Cheers. Commercial airline. That could be who like flies Trump in. Emergency weapon. Oh. I wonder if something that brings in dignitaries. I wonder, I just want to make sure all those are in there. I wonder if something that brings in dignitaries is going to because there's heavy winds and whatnot, it slides off, some kind of issue landing, perhaps people coming in, well, because the people come in from all over the world. Energy weapon. Well, one of the things that I think about this energy weapon is the tariffs that Trump is putting on. And perhaps somebody doesn't come because of tariffs or some such thing. Or their plane is canceled or something. I think somebody's going to make a fuss about they can't come in because their plane is canceled because of the weather. And that might be fake news. Maybe they just changed their mind or like this is their out. Rulership handover. So it's going to go ahead. It's going to go over ahead. So I'm thinking now this fake news that you hear that it's not going to go ahead and Democrats are going to pull something at last minute and they want to do this and get rid of electoral college and stuff. It's all fake news. The rulership handover will happen. Unexpected result on the heavy burdens. And citing disclosure on the commercial airplane. Oh, I wonder if there's a drone or something on the airplane. Unexpected result with the rulership handover. Now this is both heavy burdens and unexpected result. We both have female focus here. I wonder if Michelle Obama does show up. She said she wouldn't, and perhaps she does. I don't think there's an unexpected result with the rulership handover. Citing disclosure on the commercial airplane. Darkness outage. Ooh, is there going to be some kind of blackout because of the storm? Underground in hiding. Big news. Ooh, big news. Uprising rebellion. Okay, I think somebody is going to try something. Or somebody who is unexpected will show up. I wonder if Michelle Obama is going to show up. Yes, it's going to be big news. And we have to remember, we asked about the 19th and the 20th, and he's having some kind of rally on the 19th. I wonder if this dark age outage will be canceled. Underground in hiding, or I don't know. Is that outdoors? I have no idea. I think something will definitely, they're going to have to shift something here. Underground hiding, darkness, outage. So perhaps, I don't think that has anything to do with the inauguration because they're going in, they've already announced that's inside. Big news. There's big news around a female. Definitely, we got 3 females here in a row. Uprising, rebellion. There's going to be protests. That's a no-brainer. I think the world is going to be watching. I think the whole world is going to watch cyclone damage. Maybe something does get damaged and they have to go inside because we have these winds and now we have cyclone, we have energy. I think that we have the outage. I wonder if something's going to happen that, a big windstorm comes and knocks out some electricity or some such thing. One would think that the Capitol building has backup generators. So I don't think that's a problem. It might be outside. It might be outside that some kind of rally or something has to move to safety. Prepare, stock up, urgent, act now, disaster, wreckage. I think something is actually like perhaps could there be tornadoes or windstorm? A windstorm, is a windstorm supposed to come in? I think, or perhaps they shut down traffic somehow and people can't get to the stores or something. So we asked about the 19th and the 20th. Disaster wreckage. Yeah, I think there might be a really terrible windstorm. We aren't getting a lot. We don't have any like floods here or water, but we do have disaster, tornado, cyclones, energy. Um, I darkage. I think you guys should hunker and prepare, stock up. I think it's going to be a really bad storm. It might be like, one of those epic storms because urgent act now, prepare, stock up, cyclone damage. I think though, I honestly do. I think it's going to be like one of those once in 100-year kind of weather events that go on. I think that it could be an ice storm, for example. Ice storms create huge damage, huge damage, ice storms. And we just have a lot of winds and disaster, and that would be a spot that could get ice storms. Ooh, prepare, stock up, urgent, act now. That's what's more or less talking about that. So that might be the commercial airline. Maybe a commercial airline is trying to land and something happens to it and it has like dignitaries or something that it would bring attention to the news. I think the fake news is that, they're trying to stop it. They're trying to stop it. They're trying to stop the inauguration from going forward. I think that's fake news. There's the rulership handover. I think the inauguration is going to go forward. It might be very, very much subdued, especially if there's this big storm and people can't come out to watch, or it's just so cold they have to be inside underground in hiding. To me that's like under shelter and hiding from the wind and hiding from the snow. And you have to remember, when they warn you frostbite can happen in minutes, believe them. Like, don't don't think they're joking. And take this from this Canadian. When they say your skin can freeze in minutes, believe them, because it can. um so that could even be now, this prepare, stock up, urgent, act now. So bundle up. But when they tell you everybody get shelter, listen to them. Listen to them. Um, I think there's going to be a lot of people upset. Perhaps they had invites, and now they show up and they've, taken time off work. They've driven across the country and whatnot, and now it's moved inside. I think there's going to be some people really upset about that, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. But it's going to be watched by the whole world. It's going to be world news. The whole world is, depending on, oh, look at that. The clock agrees with me. Depending on your time zone, if you're going to stop and watch it, um, it's going to be witnessed perhaps by the whole world. By the whole world. The whole world is watching. So that's the 19th and 20th. I think the weather is actually going to be the big story. the weather and how it affects people. Don't be surprised if Michelle Obama does show up. Somebody, a female, big news about a female. Maybe it's just about what Melania is wearing, right? Or um, something with a female is going to be big news. And it just could be like the inauguration itself is big news everywhere. Of course, every station in the states is going to be following it, but I think this is going to be worldwide. People, it's going to be something like if you were alive, like when Diana and Charles got married. I mean, everybody, the whole world just stopped for those few moments and watched. And I think this is going to be something of the same thing. So yeah, I don't. I think the weather is going to be the news, guys. I think the weather is going to overshadow a lot of things that are going and dictate what's going on this weekend. But I think the inauguration is definitely going to go through. That's not going to be stopped. All right. Well, thank you for spending this time with me. Cheers. Take good care. See you online.